Live with the Wolf Roll!
Let's go!
Let's go! Just something about that intro. K Adams, man.
If you like that sort of thing. You know?
I'm just saying, K.
Come back,
Guys,
K.
I'm just letting you know, you just might get K. We just might get K Adams.
Don't play with me.
We
Don't
just
play
might
with me.
have
everybody.
K. Listen, we might have a reunion of Good Morning. Let me stop. Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rax, aka Bobs, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who they are. And that's Mr. Glass half full of nets.
Speed the genius.
Let's go, baby. Get this started.
I love it. And of course, my brother El Jefe, the cojones. This guy is amazing. The comic genius himself is in the building. El Jefe. Round of applause for my guys in the building.
Okay, bro. I see you, Eli.
Trying him,
Cojones.
squeezing it in. The cojones.
That flows so nicely right after the
does,
Hefe.
man.
Just-
Big guy. Big guy. And of course, shout out to you. Yes, you the revivalists in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. Don't forget, we're on Spotify, we're on iTunes, we're on everything that I don't know. We're everywhere where you want to be.
We're everywhere. We're
Right?
everywhere.
We're everywhere, man. Like, just type in New York Revival. We're Googleable. I made a new word here. All right? You can Google us. We're
Google
famous
us.
now, I guess. I don't know. Maybe not. We still got some work to do. But of course, man, guys, listen. Forget going around the room. We got two guests
Get right
in the
into
building.
it.
We got two guests in the building tonight, guys. And of course, man, this one, if she's not on TV and we're not signing waivers away like our pints of blood, you guys that know her as a New York Giants fangirl, Empire Sports Media. You guys know her everywhere. She's also with I don't even know. They got a whole new podcast here, which she'll probably promote later. It's like Entertainah, Bad Dog. It's all her in it. Like these, I'm telling you, she's kicking ass if she's not wearing the starter jacket made from freaking Carl Banks himself. She's doing all New York Giants content on her page and IG, which is huge, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, our special guest is our good friend, Adrianna. Round of applause! Round of applause!
What an intro!
Round of applause! Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I tried.
I need to hire you to do the intro to my podcast. That was wonderful.
He's the best in the biz when it comes to
Yes.
intros. There's
No
really
doubt.
nobody close.
No one's beating me. I'm sorry. No one's beating me. But Adrianna, how's everything? What's going on with you? Where you been? How you been?
I'm good. I am feeling real good because we got the best news possible today that Andrew Thomas, Cameron Scadaboo, Malik Neighbors are back. And I was like, I think today is probably a good day to play the lottery because we haven't had that much good Giants news maybe ever in a single day.
Been a while. It's
been too much positivity lately.
Yeah, I'm like, what is easy up on the good news? Like when's the other shoe gonna drop? I'm scared.
Russ is throwing moon balls.
Oh.
Jackson Dart looks phenomenal. And then now we're getting our most important player on offense, which is Andrew Thomas back, which that whole line has been looking solid. It's too much. It's too much for me to handle right now.
Listen, you spend a couple minutes on social media and at least 50% of people will tell you that you're wrong. We suck. We're only going to win 2 games this year. There's no reason to be optimistic. I'm like, okay.
Hold on, I got something for them. Boom. Every Giant fan that's like, we're only going to win 2 games and etc. Cool. You're going against Vegas. I get it. They got us at 5.5, I think. Right, guys? 5 games, right? So if you're not taking the over, I don't know what's going to tell you. I'm telling you right now, the Giants are winning more than 5 games. I'm taking the over. I don't want to hear nobody saying we're going 2 games. I don't hear nobody saying we're winning 3 games. If it ain't 8 or better, get the hell out of my mentions, all right? Get your negativity out of here. The Giants are a different team. We got different quarterbacks in the damn. This is the best quarterback room we had in 6 years. I'm sorry, I just had to get off my high horse here. They upset me, Adrianna. They upset me. They're upsetting me.
Coming out hot today.
Yeah, they're upsetting me.
Let's go.
I'm tired of these guys with this negative Nancy here. Let's be optimistic about this team. This team is better. It's in a great shape. Joe Shane knows how to draft now all of a sudden because his training wheels is off and he got his own people in there. That's another story. But, guys, if you're not picking the over, the hell you a Giants fan for? All right?
I already took the over 7.5 games. Already took it. I took Abdul Carter, Defensive Player of the Year. Said, let's go. I'm serious about this team.
I like this a lot. Now, listen.
I think people are scarred, though. People are scarred.
I know.
They're a wait and see approach, right?
Yeah, which I think that is completely fair. And I feel the same way. I'm like cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
But I also think you have to be a little bit rational, right? For 6 years, people complain day in and day out that Daniel Jones is the world's worst quarterback. And then we finally bring in someone who's a Hall of Famer, a Super Bowl champion. We got the best player on defense in the draft. We have, Jackson Dart looks like he's going to end up being pretty good. We hope that continues. We've got Malik Neighbors, who's a top 5 wide receiver in this league. We have Dexter fucking Lawrence. Like, yes. I understand the concern. I do. And the schedule sucks. But how many times have we watched Giants games where we're like, oh my God, we can't believe we won that game? Do we need to talk about the Super Bowl where we beat an undefeated team that only won 9 games this year? Like, this is why we watch football every Sunday, because you never know what's going to happen. I'm like, what is the off chance that we're 1-1 going into the Chiefs game and Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce gets injured? It's a different game.
It happens.
Totally different game.
It's football, and that's what
I'm so done with that. Done with the schedule talk.
That's a good rant. That's a good rant, right?
Like, can we just let the schedule play out? How many times we see teams take a step back, injuries, this, that. Let's worry about ourselves. If we're playing good ball, the rest of it will take care of itself. Enough with the schedule this, the schedule that. We got this. I'm not worried about it. Okay. Just play good ball. That's it.
Right. Also, we had a bad schedule last year, and we had an atrocious football team, and we won 3 games. So I'm like, you guys look at last year's roster and what we saw even during preseason compared to what we're watching now. It's just not the same. They're just much better.
Spot on. And last year we lost 7 games by 1 score or less.
Hey.
You don't think this team? You don't think this team is 1 score better? I do.
I definitely do. I definitely do. And listen, the defense even got better in the backfield too, right? Mm-hmm. Like, forget about the Abdul Carter and the Kayvon Thibodeau's and the backfield is a whole lot better too. So, guys, this team it's improved. It's improved. So if you think we're winning 2 games, 3 games, I don't know what to tell you. You guys suck. All right.
I don't know how you could think we would literally have a worse record than last year. Like, at some point, the rational, objective point, of you has to be like, that's not realistic, right? Like, you want to say we're not going to win 10 games. That's probably also a little not realistic, but winning 2 is just out of control negativity. Like, that's just, you have a rain cloud following you 24/7.
That's Charlie. That's Uncle Charlie. Shout out
Uncle Charlie. Cannot accept anything positive coming into his life. But my preseason prediction was 8-9 for the Giants, but we would be in a lot of games. Right. And the schedule sucks overall. You don't know. Like you said, injuries can happen. You have no idea what your opponent's going to look like. But I got my feet on the ground because we've all been burnt by getting optimistic in the last several years. And we just had egg on our face after that. But like, to look at the Eagles and how dominant they were in the Super Bowl, right? They made the Chiefs like their bitch. Yeah. Let's be honest.
Yes.
That's how good that roster is. So to think that the Giants could go from 3 wins to competing and overtaking them is unrealistic, right? This is going to take a couple of years. They're going to have to lose some of their good players, can't pay them, whatever. Hopefully he stops drafting like a genius and we can catch up, but that's going to take a little time. But that doesn't mean we can't catch the field and we can't get back to being just a fun team to watch. And that's what they put in place already this year.
Well, listen, let me say this, man. The Giants are far from heading to the Super Bowl. We get that. We get all that stuff.
That's fine.
Are they far from the playoffs? No, I really think this roster can actually make a playoff run. Whether it be this year, next year, I think they can make a playoff run. Okay. Still have some pieces that they have to put in place. We get all of this, guys. We understand. So all you negative Nancy's, we understand that the roster isn't nowhere near complete. We still got some pieces that have to come in and actually work here. But this is a much better roster of years past.
Right.
Like, I just don't know what the free agency that they signed was better. The way they saved the money, the cap situation, everything is looking on the up right now. So how can you not be optimistic about this team? You know what I mean? Like, you've seen the freak Abdul Carter. You see Kayvon Thibodeau now playing with a fire in his belt, a fire in his ass. I have to say, we can cuss now, right?
It could be in both places. We don't know for sure.
So but we're seeing him play a little bit better because they got a guy that can be, potentially replace him. And listen, Dexter Lawrence is going to be Dexter Lawrence. The defense is better. The defense is a whole lot better now. And it looks like this guy, Shane Bowen, knows how to make a play and make schemes now. I'm like, holy shoot, it's preseason, and these guys are getting it after it, stunts. Yeah. Wow. So it just looks amazing now that the defense. And now you're talking about the offense, which everyone said, and shout out to you, Adrianna. You just said, we just had a quarterback in here that was like, what the hell? Now that we got a veteran and a rookie that looks promising, and you still forgetting about Jameis Winston. That can still play. It's not like he's a slouch neither. And he can still do his thing here. The quarterback room is upgraded. You got veterans in here teaching a young pup now. So this quarterback room is even better. Still got Malik Neighbors there. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We don't know who the number 2 wide receiver is. You know what I mean? But you still got Theo that's looking good. You still got Scatterboo that's going to come in and do his thing. You still got Tyrone Tracy that's going to, like, this team is just better. So, like I said, take the over. For me, it's the over, man. So I don't know what to tell you. But let me say this, too. Hold on, guys. Hold on, because we might as well get them all together. We might as well get them all together for this, okay? So, Adrianna, you're going to be here for this nice intro. Because, guys, if you don't know, cue the music, F, please.
Oh, yeah, right on top of that, Rose. Hold on. Here we go.
Thank you. I need it. Guys, if you don't know, now you know. He's been called this for years. For years. And I've learned this from our brother Pest. May he rest. Long live Pest. But, of course, we got YouTube Yoda in the building. Of course, we got Chris, the Entertainah, talking sports. But, of course, we got the Giants godfather, the content of all contents. Guys, if you don't know who he is, you've been living under a rock abso-freaking-lutely, because this guy's all over the place. All right, stand up! New York Giants fans, it's our brother, your brother, Chris, the Entertainah, talking sports. Round of applause! Round of applause! Round of applause! Round of applause, my brother. What's going on?
Eli, I need to hire you.
Adrianna said the exact same
thing, Chris. I was like, you got to do my intros from now on.
I was gonna say, every time I go into work, I should hire you to do the introduction. That was terrific. Yeah, excited to be back on with you guys. Thank you for the fantastic introduction. And Adrianna, I'll see you tomorrow. But good to see you a day early.
Yep.
Yes, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Hey, listen, I know you guys got a new pod coming up. We're going to have you promote that in a second. But, guys, I just want to ask you a question. This got on. It's for the whole panel here. But, of course, we're seeing Jackson Dart, man. He is looking promising. He is looking so freaking promising here. But here's the debate. Everyone is like, man, he needs to start week 1. Forget Russell Wilson. We want him out the door. They're forgetting that Russell Wilson can even play football at this point. They think he sucks. So I just want to get everybody's opinion on here. Is Jackson Dart, do you feel he's ready for week 1 at this point? Do you want to see him in week 1? And I'm going to start with Adrianna, then, of course, Chris, the Entertainah, of course, from there, brother.
Absolutely not. I like Jackson Dart. I like what I've seen from him, but it's so funny to me because people are like, oh, it's preseason, nothing matters. And then the same people are like, oh, Jackson Dart looks amazing in preseason. He should be the starter. I'm like, I don't know what world we're living in, but like everyone is a little crazy. I think he's done a nice job. He's not going against defensive schemes. He's not going against starters. He's gotten 1 or 2 reps with the Giants starting offense, and that doesn't even include Malik Neighbors and Andrew Thomas. Like, let's just pump the brakes here. They brought in Russell Wilson for a reason. He should be the starter. Let's let Jackson Dart develop and not have a Daniel Jones 2.0 situation, because there's no reason to force him in when he doesn't need to play and he needs to learn. Like, I understand people are worried that, oh, Dable's fighting for his job and whatever. Let's get through week 1. Let's see Russell Wilson in an actual football game as a New York Giant with Malik Neighbors and Andrew Thomas and Tyrone Tracy and the rest of this team. Like, let's actually see what these guys can do before we're writing off a 10-time Pro Bowler and Super Bowl champion for a rookie who, like, half the fan base was pissed off that they drafted. One day at a time, people. We're jumping the gun way, way too hard.
Totally agree. Taina.
Solid.
Yeah, she took my thunder. I mean, we've talked about this on our show several times, so she already knows my opinion on the matter. But I basically agree with everything she just said. There is now, when they first drafted Dart, I was under the assumption that we were probably going to be able to wait until after the bye week, or maybe the week before the bye week, before he sees the field. I don't know if I feel as strongly about that as I did 2 or 3 months ago, with the way that he's played in the preseason, with the pressure that we all know is going to be coming from the media. I think a lot of that's going to be dependent on how the team does, of course. If the team's 3-3, hovering around 500, staying in the playoff race, Russ is playing relatively well, you could probably push it off a little bit longer. But if the team's 1-5, 2-4, well, then at that point, I could see them inserting Dart a bit earlier than what I initially anticipated that they were going to do, which is very possible. When you look at our schedule, it's brutal. But I was actually looking at the schedule today and having this conversation with my friend and saying, all right, if they do bring him in early, what would be the ideal time to do it? Me personally, if it was me, if they're going to bring him a bit earlier than what I think many anticipated at the beginning, I would still wait until after those 2 Eagle games. Because at that point, they have we all know they have one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. At that point, you got those games out of your schedule. You want to talk about an insane amount of pressure. If you bring him in his first 1 or 2 games into the NFL against the defending Super Bowl champions, I think the objective, as much as the fans want to see him as soon as possible, has to be to try to get him off on the right foot. So I wouldn't even entertain, unless there's an injury, of course, I wouldn't even entertain bringing Jackson Dart in before those 2 Eagle games, which still gives you more than half the year after that. But there's no rush. I mean, at the end of the day, we're all hoping this guy's a quarterback for the next 15 years like Eli Manning was. There's no rush. I'm as anxious to see him as anybody else. But like Adrianna just said, we brought Russell Wilson in here for a reason. You paid Russell Wilson $10 million to be the mentor for Jackson Dart. Doesn't mean he's going to play the whole year like Alex Smith did Pat Mahomes' rookie year, but I would like to see him play half the season. Well, Jackson Dart gets to sit and learn behind one of the greatest quarterbacks, in modern history. So I think that would be the ideal scenario. There's no reason to rush Jackson Dart out there.
Yeah, if Jackson Dart winds up sitting most of the season, that is such a good problem and a good thing. That means the Giants are alive and probably above 500 if Russ has got this team in a position to make the playoffs and stuff like that. So while I'm on board for Russ to start, I don't necessarily want him to have a super long leash either. Like I'm not in favor of wasting seasons. Like how many seasons can we waste of Dexter Lawrence being one of the best in the game at what he does, and Andrew Thomas, when healthy, one of the best in the game, and we're wasting their primes by trying to figure out the quarterback position. So I know Russ was brought here to be the mentor. On one hand, I'm like, give him 4 games, but is that enough to really show the kid? I don't want to start with Philly either, that kind of game. Like you don't want him just getting run over his first start. But at the same time, what an opportunity. And I don't think he'd be afraid of it. And I think he's been groomed for this. And I think that's another, from now, that's another 6 to 8 weeks of prep and getting better and learning the playbook and everything after seeing games, traveling, doing the thing, feeling like a pro at that point, feeling even more comfortable. I just think the kid's made of the right stuff, it seems, so far, where he won't feel like any moment's too big for him.
Guys, let me say this, man, because a lot of Giants fans just said this a couple years ago. We want the Kansas City model. We want the Green Bay model. So you kind of have that right now with Russell Wilson being here. At this point, we understand that Jackson Dart was probably the 3rd best quarterback coming out. I'm not trying to say he's a slouch or anything like that, but he was the 3rd best quarterback coming out according to draft analysts, right? So the guy has some sitting to do. And this is supposed to be the weak quarterback class anyway, right? So at this point, I don't care what the record is. If Jackson Dart needs time or an entire season to marinate and figure it out, then so be it. It is what it is. That's the reason why you just got Jameis Winston in here, too, to be that protection plan. That's why you signed him for 2 years. Russell Wilson's going to come in here and teach the guy how to be a pro. Jameis Winston's going to be here just in case if anything happens and falls apart with Jackson Dart, right? Which I doubt. But at the same time, I'm talking, guys, why rush it? If the record's the record, we're going for another high draft pick. And I understand, Hef, you're saying why we're wasting these years. Jackson Dart's going to come in and waste more years off these guys because he's not going to win much games either. It's the toughest schedule in the NFL at this point, right?
That's not a definite. I hear you, but that's not a definite.
We're talking about schedule. We're talking about all the stuff that he's up against. Yes, we know the guy has moxie. We know the guy has his grit. We've seen it in the preseason. We understand he has swag. All that's going to go into the second year anyway at this point. You know what I mean? So what do you expect him to rip off? Okay, so if they're 0-6, what do you expect him going to rip off another 6, 7, 8 games? No, I highly doubt that. You guys know what to. Come on. Highly doubt that. But there's no playoffs in sight for these guys, so you're wasting their years already at this point. Let them marinate. Russell Wilson is there. He's the veteran. Let him play. Another high draft pick is in place, which I hope not. I hope they're winning some games. But there's nothing wrong with Jackson Dart just sitting there, letting him redshirt him, man. Sit on the sideline, go figure it out, figure out the playbook, and go do your thing from there, Jackson. Just continue to learn and grow from there. And when it's your time, it's your time. It's like the Jordan Loves of the world, just like the Pat Mahomes of the world, just like the other people of the world.
I agree with you, Eli. Like in an ideal world, I think that's the perfect scenario is to do exactly what you're stating. The difference is between the Giants situation and that situation, they had the luxury of having a playoff football team when those guys were on the roster, right? Aaron Rodgers was bringing the Green Bay Packers to the playoffs when Jordan Love was on the roster. Alex Smith was bringing the Kansas City Chiefs to the playoffs when Pat Mahomes was on the roster. If the Giants are able to duplicate that with Russell Wilson, I think that is the model that they take. I just think a lot of people doubt that this team is going to be able to be competitive throughout the entirety of the year. I think that's but I'm with you. I think they should wait as long as possible before they insert him into the lineup. I think that would be ideal.
Listen, I'm going to go against the grain here. There's a little bit too much conservativeness here. Can we just have
a drink, guys? Huh?
Yeah. Listen, my guy is doing every single thing that you could hope a rookie quarterback could do in the preseason.
It's a great.
He's checking to the right plays. He looks comfortable in the pocket. He's not rushing anything.
Vanilla.
And I know it's vanilla. But it's still, he has the mannerisms down. Like he's not panicking. Even when he's being rushed, he's making the right play. He's keeping his eyes down the field.
Vanilla
I know it is.
Baby.
But I know it's good. I know it's going to be vanilla. But this kid has to learn too. This kid has to learn.
Let the guy talk.
Yeah. Hold up, E. Pipe it down over there. But
we let Eli go as long as he needs to. Hero disagrees. I'm going to ruin this rant.
I'm going to ruin this rant right here.
No, listen. I was all on board with what you guys were saying too. And I want, in a perfect world, yes, sure, he sits until week 13. That's my goal. Week 13 was my goal always. But what I've seen in a preseason has now changed my thought process of how this goes. And what I'm saying is that Rush's leash is now so minuscule that I think it really is determined on the first month of the season. If he wins one game or two games or one game or less, I think you're going to start to see Dart very early. And if it starts slipping out of control, Chris, like you said, Dable doesn't have the luxury to sit around and win 3 games or less.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to show what you put all your faith in this guy Dart, because that's you're saving your job. And he's going to be in save your job mode.
I
agree. I agree with what you're saying. I do think that's why I do think he's going to be inserted earlier than what I think the ideal plan would be, which is what you just discussed during the bye. I don't think he's going to have the luxury. I hope he does. That means the team's winning.
Sure.
But I don't think he's going to have the luxury of sitting back and waiting until the bye, because I think it's going to come to a point where they're going to say, okay, the team's 2-6, the team's 2-5. They're not going anywhere fast this year. It's time to see what the kid can do. So it's why I'm anticipating it's probably going to happen closer to midseason than towards the 3-quarter mark, which what I was initially thinking was going to be the case. But hey, maybe the team will surprise. Maybe the defense will be a lot better than people think. We'll have some surprise wins. Russ will play well and keep us in playoff contention, and they could ease him in. I don't want to go too nuts about the way that he's played in the preseason. He's looked great. I'm not trying to discount anything. I just don't want to put the cart before the horse. I mean, we all saw what happened with Daniel Jones, his first start against the Bucs. We were ready to retire his jersey. And Jackson Dart may end up being incredible. I do think he's got a lot of good tools and he can develop into a really good quarterback. I just don't want them to rush him in there, because once you flip that switch, you can't go back. If you insert him before the Eagles game and he gets hammered and then he has to go to Mile High the very next week in a obviously that's not an ideal environment.
And then Philly again.
And then you got to play Philly again. So once you flip that switch, if he gets clobbered those first 3 games, you got to leave him in there. So I don't want to rush him in there before it's the appropriate time.
Yeah.
Agreed. Now, guys, of course, man, what a topic that was. That was great speed. By the way, guys, I do that to speed all the time. We do that. It's awesome. It's so awesome. This is what we do. That's how we get the show together.
Cook.
But I gotta let you cook. My apologies. But no, listen, guys, of course, man, preseason happened, and man, we got to talk about this because this caused an uproar on X, aka Twitter. the Jets versus the Giants. But man, I won't even say concern, but Abdul Carter got absolutely pancaked and smoked by the Jets, man. Knocked down not once, not twice.
Welcome to the NFL, bro.
But that was a welcome to the NFL moment, man. A lot of fans or a lot of Jets fans is like, oh, told you he ain't the guy. I told you. Or whatever the case is. But man, let's just go back and forth. How you guys feel about the debate between Jets fans and Giants fans at this point? I'm gonna start with Tana and Adrianna from there, man. Should the Jets be talking mess to the Giants or vice versa, brother?
Let's be honest. None of us should be talking junk to one another. We've been the two worst teams over the last 10 years in the NFL, probably collectively. So nobody should be talking junk to one another. We overreacted. I saw people make fun of that on Twitter the last time. I think it was 2 years ago when the Jets played the Giants. We overreacted with Jalen Hyatt when he got by Sauce Gardner on an incomplete pass, and they're clearly overreacting to that play. At the end of the day, yeah, was it a welcome to the NFL moment? Of course. Was it a learning experience? Yeah. To me, it wasn't like he got annihilated, like he got manhandled by an offensive lineman. He got almost blindsided by a tight end that he didn't account for, and it's a learning experience. But I'm not, it is what it is. He got knocked on his ass. It's football. It's going to happen.
Also was a preseason game. And I love the fact that Abdul Carter is talking shit right back to them. Yes. I'm like, you do it. We all know that you were the best defensive player in the draft, and we're all thrilled to have you. I'm like, welcome to New York. You're shit talking other teams' fan bases. I love it. Now back it up. Now, I'm not worried about him. I think he's going to back it up just fine. Like I think everyone has said at this point, it's a welcome to the NFL moment. It's probably never going to happen again. I'm not worried that because he got blown up on one play, it means that he's going to be awful and he's a bust and we shouldn't have taken him. Like, just insane. The audacity of Jets fans, though, to come in here and try to talk shit about him, like to his face and tagging him and stuff is out of control. Like, you got to have some sort of audacity, bro. And we literally destroyed you in practices and then in the game. Like, did you see the score?
All four quarterbacks slinging the ball too.
Right. And look, like Chris said, we're also a losing team. We don't have any room to talk. But the Jets are also the worst team in their division. So they're probably not going to be that much better this year and have a great year just because they have Aaron Glenn. So I think they should worry about their own problems because they have quite a few of them.
They haven't made the playoffs in like 20 years. Like they have the longest
streak. They thought they were going to the Super Bowl with 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers. Give me a break.
They still have the longest streak in the four major sports in the United States. They're the team that has been the longest since making the playoffs. So that's not
iconic stat.
You shouldn't be talking. It's crazy.
Let me say this, Jets fans, this year, some of you wasn't born, but 1969, I know I wasn't born. All right?
Good year.
Thankfully, we're not that old yet.
Was the last time the Jets won a Super Bowl. My God, you guys can't even talk. You got one trophy.
That's what I'm saying, man. Where do you guys get the audacity to come in here and talk shit to us?
To fix your goddamn lips over here to Giants or any fans at all. You guys got a lot of catching up to do. You will forever be the redheaded stepchild in New York City. I don't want to hear it. The people that like you has just been passed down to generations to generations. You guys are getting no new fans out the woodworks. When we go overseas, people are wearing Giants jerseys. I'm trying to find a green over there by London. When they don't even book y'all over there. When's the last time they went to London? Can somebody find that out? Nobody cares. So who cares? You get what I'm saying? You guys are terrible. Redheaded stepchilds of New York City. They talk about the Yankees. They talk about the freaking Mets. They talk about Brooklyn. They talk about the Knicks. There's no Jets in no one's vocabulary in New York freaking City. In fact, I see a couple of you guys wearing this green, and I asked a Jets fan one day, I said, hey, you a Jets fan? He said, no, I just found the hat in the Salvation Army. I'm like, good Lord. Good Lord, you guys are poverty. Poverty. You shouldn't be talking at all, the Giants fans. Go mind your business over there. Win a couple games for us, all right? Get back to the playoffs. At least we was there 2-3 years ago, for goodness sake, all right? With a bum-ass quarterback, as you guys would say. All right? Come on now, Jets.
I got to say this, though. I'm happy Carter got his ass kicked. I'm happy it's like hey, I know you're a man amongst boys everywhere in every play. Like, I get it. But, like, this was like, hey, this is a different level. You're going to have to be accounted for. You're going to be accounted for now. Like they actually game plan to chip you in a preseason game, and he wasn't expecting that. So now it's like, all right, this is the NFL. I've made it. I got to be locked in all the time. And I think it's a little like not a wake up call, but it's a little like, hey, I'm here. I'm on a professional level. I always got to be on my game going forward now. And I love that it happened. And again, like Adrianna said, I love that he went back at him, start that rivalry, get it going. He's going to be our mouthpiece. This is our guy, man. This is our star. And I love that he went after him.
Me too.
And I don't care that it was a preseason game. This is it's one play, like Chris said, it's football. This is all they do is hit each other. You're not going to win every single collision. Right. This is as irrelevant as Tate Crowder blowing up Derrick Henry. You know, that was his career highlight. Derrick Henry didn't give a fuck. He got walloped on that play. And you never see Derrick Henry get hit like that. And what did he do? He just went on and just gets 1,300 yards every season. He doesn't give a shit. It was one play. And for Jets fans, man, there are 55-year-old Jets fans who have not seen their team win a Super Bowl.
That's insane. That is insane. It's so unfortunate, guys. I'm just saying. It sucks, don't it? 55. Yeah, we saw two. I saw two in my lifetime. Well, 4 I was born.
Technically it's 4, but 2.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Two we were able to appreciate.
Yes.
Right. There we go. There we go. Now, guys, of course, man, Jameis Winston looking good in preseason too, man. And a lot of hot topic and debate is that we should trade him away. Are we trading Jameis Winston, Adrianna? Are we trading him or what?
I think it's a horrible idea. Why are you keeping Jameis Winston over Tommy DeVito? And Jameis Winston is valuable for a lot of different ways. And if you're not getting a 3rd or 4th round pick for him, which is probably the best they would ever get for him, what are you doing? There's just no reason to trade him. I think the biggest asset outside of him being a leader, the fact that he wrangled the offense together when they were having some bad reps against the Jets practice says a lot to me. He also led the offense in a team prayer before the game on Saturday. Like, he is very much a leader. He's very outspoken. He's vocal. He's helpful to a young guy. And when you traded up to bring in a guy like Jackson Dart, and he says in this interview that the one guy, not Tom Brady, not Patrick Mahomes, Jameis Winston is the guy that he wants to be in a locker room with, that should be enough for the Giants to say, we're not taking offers unless it's a 3rd or better, and then we'll consider it. It just doesn't make any sense. I get it. People talk about a value perspective. I'm not taking a 5th rounder for Jameis Winston. It's not happening. Yeah, there's no good reason for it. So I know everyone's like, we throw a lot of interceptions, but you have to look at the big picture here. They spent money on a 2-year contract for him. The rookie quarterback literally is living out his dream, is going to learn a lot from him. Very, very valuable experience. I don't think there's any reason why the Giants should even consider trading him. And realistically, obviously, it's going to depend on how things go with Russ, but I would think that they're likely to go to Jameis first and then to Dart. You put in Jameis for a game. If he throws 3 interceptions and the game is over, then you move on to Dart and you have Dart for the rest of the season. Because like Chris said, like once you put in Dart, you're not going back. You're not going to Dart and then putting in Winston. Like this is not the quarterback shuffle that it's been over the last couple of years. This is their guy. They are riding or dying with Jackson Dart. Like it's either going to work with him or everyone's out of there. So, they have to be smart about that. And I think they have to do everything they can to put him in a position to succeed. And that includes keeping Jameis Winston on this team.
That's
agreed. Entertainah.
Yeah, I mean, she hit on all the points I was going to bring up, but you're not trading Jameis Winston at this point unless you get good draft compensation, which you wouldn't get at this point. Maybe in season, if there's a team that's desperate for a quarterback that feels that they could compete with a middle of the road quarterback like a Jameis Winston, maybe it becomes a possibility. But I actually think it's probably more probable that they will trade Russell Wilson before they will trade Jameis Winston because of the value that Adrianna touched on that Jameis Winston possesses after this year. It is very valuable to have a backup quarterback that is a quality backup quarterback for $4 million. That is next to nothing. That's like what kickers. That's less than what kickers make. So that's very valuable to have a backup quarterback like that. If you could get something for Russ, I think it's more likely they would trade him in season than they would trade Jameis Winston. I don't think you're looking to trade this guy. And if there was one guy, I said Eli would be the one guy that I would want to introduce me when I went to work. Well, the second guy would be Jameis Winston. Yeah, that guy galvanizes everybody, right? He's a leader, and I think he's also as important it is for a young quarterback like Jackson Dart, who handpicked him out as the guy that he would like to learn under. We saw that on the on the TV. But it goes beyond that. He's a guy that galvanizes an entire locker room. I think he's a guy that's respected in that locker room. You don't look to trade Jameis Winston.
Agreed. Guys, you want to get in?
Sorry. I'll just say real quick. Again, what happens if Russ goes down? And are you just going to ride with Dart and nobody else? Like you have to keep another quarterback in the room, and it can't be Tommy DeVito. He adds nothing. I'm sorry. We love you, Tommy, but he doesn't add anything to the table anymore. Dart is the one essentially that's a de facto quarterback coach for Dart. And you're trading him away, just loses all kinds of locker room vibes and the Dart teaching and the whole nine. There's so many reasons why to keep Jameis, and I'm not even entertaining it. And our guy Brandon Brown said as much on the podium today. So that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah, the Giants have been in quarterback hell for so long. You're finally in a position to have an advantage, right? It's such a good problem for the Giants to have this guy cheap, under contract next year. He should be your backup next year. You know what he means on and off the field. It's just not worth what you would get in return at this point. Eli, play the drop. You got the drop there.
Come on, bro. How'd
Come
you
on.
know I was going there? How'd you know? Come on.
Holy shit, a super chat.
Let's get to the super chats, man. Really quick,
So
man.
the Bartletts, right? There's two Bartletts.
Oh,
Jeanette, let's go.
Jeanette, we love you, sis. Thank you so
And
much.
so we set a goal in the beginning of July to raise $1,000 to send us to Washington, and we did it. And the Bartletts are a huge reason of how we got there. Turns out the tickets are very expensive. We may have to start a new one. But imagine donating so much that you get your own sign made by our graphics team.
They're the best.
Bartlett.
Let's go.
You're the best around. No one ever break it down, man.
Yeah, we didn't take into account, going to the NFC Championship game with Jaden Daniels was going to, lift the spirits of that franchise. So yeah, we're gonna probably need a little bit more than 1,000. We're gonna start another maybe 500 on top just to be safe. But we're vlogging the whole thing just like we did the draft. We're bringing everybody with us, and apparently somebody's gonna be down there with us in this group. Who's gonna be? Adrianna, tell us. You're coming, right? You're coming.
I can't wait.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Shotgun beers with us in the parking lot, guys.
That's right.
What?
So, Tana, are you heading there, Tana?
No, unfortunately, I'm actually going to be with Anthony in Jersey. We're going to be doing a party thing. So
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I won't be going to Washington, but I hope you guys have a great time. I'll tell you what. I was watching the Commanders preseason game last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm concerned because we know what our biggest worry is going into the year is the Giants' run defense on the defensive side of the ball. And the Commanders' run offense looked insane on that first drive. They bring Debo around for the jet sweep. He gets 20 yards. Then they do the very next play. It's a draw play. I forgot who the running back was in. He gets 30 yards. Then they run an RPO. Jaden Daniels. They didn't throw one pass on their first drive. They go 80 yards for a touchdown. So on 4 plays. So I think that's their biggest strength on offense, and that's our biggest weakness. So it's going to be a good test for the Giants week 1, and we'll see how much better that defense
While you're
is.
correct on that, the Bengals defense, I don't think I've seen as bad of a defense in my life, dude. That thing, they might have personally gotten Hendrickson paid just based on one preseason game. Dude, it was horrific.
The fact that they didn't pay him immediately after the game is out of control to me. If I were him, I would have went in there and be like,
put the balls on the table right there.
What happened last night without me?
And they're more than one player away. That is absolutely wild how bad that defense is, especially seeing being able to see behind the curtain with the Netflix show and seeing how Joe Burrow was just lighting it up like MVP level stats. He was.
I'm sorry to cut you off right now, but Jeanette had the best album of the year. Holy crap! Hold on.
Holy shit! A super chat.
Let's get
look at this. This is what we're talking about. They are literally funding
us.
Thank you to our sponsors.
We're gonna have to get jerseys that say Bartlett on them.
We are gonna have to do something, Jeff.
Patch that just says Jeanette Bartlett.
There you go.
I think we have something. Yeah.
Might be on something
I'll email Bartlett because
he
he emails us from time to time. all the time.
That
So
is
he's a good
awesome.
guy. We got to do something for them. That's a good idea.
They're our best
Thank
sponsor.
you, Adrian.
I'll go with their name on my back.
I'll do whatever they want.
I'll do it.
I'm a whore.
I think we're gonna send him. I think we're gonna. You guys are nuts. I think we're gonna send him a nice little package, man. That's what we do. I got some stuff here that we're supposed to give away. Maybe we'll do to the Bartletts there. We'll figure out something. So that's pretty.
Hell
cool.
yeah.
But guys, really quickly, man, and before we let our guests go, man, because I did tell them only 15, 20 minutes, and here they are doing a whole freaking pod with us. But I just want to do one question for around the panel. One shocking cut that you guys would see, and I'm gonna go with the one hot. No, I don't think it's a hot take, but I don't think he's the best ability is availability, right? And I don't think he's been. But I'll just go first here, and the one cut that I see that I'm gonna guess was gonna be like, holy shoot, where did that come from? Jalen Hyatt, because I think Collins is playing like lights out. Even freaking Gunner is playing pretty well. So I don't know if they're gonna have a position for him, but I think Jalen Hyatt's gonna be that surprise cut where it's gonna be like, guys, I know I'm gonna be wrong, but I'm just going out on a limb here. But does anybody else got any other player here that they feel could be a surprise?
It's funny you mentioned me, like, because I think I said this on our last show last week. Going into that preseason game, I didn't necessarily predict he'd be cut, but I thought it wasn't a shoo-in that he was going to make the team. I think I'm feeling more after that game. I know he only made one catch, but especially some of the comments I saw today from Brandon Brown talking about Jalen Hyatt, I think he's making the team. Now, I don't know how much of a role he's going to have with the team this year. I think a lot of that will depend on injuries because obviously Slayton's pegged above him with the amount that they paid Darius Slayton and Wandell, of course. And so at best, he's going to be the wide receiver 4. And like you said, a lot of these other receivers have looked good in the preseason, but I think they're going to find a spot on the roster for Jalen Hyatt. He would have been my choice 5 days ago. So now I got to think about this question. But it's just funny that you brought him up. So come back to me. I'll think about it.
What about Bellinger?
Yes, that's an easy one.
Surprise. Yeah.
I was listening to Bob Papa and Carl Banks for a little bit today. I forget if it was a clip or their podcast, but they were talking about how, on the offensive line in recent years, you've had to choose who the bad player you have to keep to try and put some resemblance of a line together. Yeah. And now all of a sudden on the O-line, you're going to have to cut a good player. Like the O-line has from here more depth and talent than it's had in so long. You get Andrew Thomas back. It makes your whole line that much better, pushing people down the bench and stuff like that. So it's like similar with tight ends. You see these guys in the tight end group where it's like, we got some guys now, some big, strong dudes flying around the field making plays. Where does Bellinger fit in? That was a guy that had the makings of a solid all-around tight end, but athletically, I'm not sure he's half the player these guys are.
I think that's the position. If I had to pick, I don't know if it's Bellinger that's cut. Would you consider Fedoni a surprise cut at this point, being that he was he's looked relatively well in the preseason? He had a touchdown catch. He's looked good. 6th-round pick, but there's a lot of competition at that tight end spot. So if you would consider that a surprise, one of those guys I think is probably not going to make the roster. You're right. If I had to pick, I would say the tight end position.
Holy shit.
One of those guys, there's a good chance he may not make the team.
I think you're right.
I would even throw Manhurts in there, and I know that they love Manhurts, and I think he's a big asset to this team, but he was injured. He didn't play in the preseason game. I don't think he played in the first game against the Bills. If he did, I don't remember seeing him out there, and he wasn't used as a pass catcher at all. And I'm like, if you look at Theo, maybe they keep Bellinger or Fedoni or even Dulcich. Like between the 3 of those guys, they're all versatile from a blocking and a pass catching perspective, where even Manhurts, even though he has that capability, I just feel like because we haven't seen him so much, it would be a little bit of a surprise because I think that they love him and they would want him on this team. But like Chris said, like, there's good depth at the tight end position now, and there are good options. And they picked Fedoni. They felt like he was going to be, someone that is worthy of being on this team. And he's done a really nice job during camp. He's like freakishly athletic, great in preseason. So I don't know. I could see it being Bellinger or Manhurts at this point. I'm just going to throw Evan Neal into the mix. I don't think he's going to get cut.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get cut. I don't know if you guys watched Bobby Skinner's recap of his snaps though from the Jets game. I was watching it and I was like, oh,
there's a lot
he was okay during the game.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to start at this point.
Like he wasn't a problem. But then when I went back and watched the film, and as Bobby's like breaking it down, I'm like, he did not have a good game. I don't know. I don't think
he's
he
depth.
will. But...
That's what kind of like what
I don't think he'll get cut, but I do think he has no chance of starting at this point. He may get that opportunity at some point in the year, but he has no chance to start probably for the first 6 or 7 games.
He's depth. That's okay. This is a guy you were banking on to be a tackle, and now he's just insurance. Put him back there, keep getting better at guard. And we're not. Plus, Adrianna, the tiebreaker for Manhurts might be that they don't want to say his name all year, and they just cut it.
Manhurts.
Like a coin flip. Like I'm letting Manhurts go.
Would you guys
let me throw one name at you that would be a surprise. And I think Smith Marset is not a surprise. Like I think he's on a bubble. Yeah. He's an easy cut, but I don't know if it's going to make. Don't cut up Smith Marset.
I don't want to cut Smith Marset. I think he's a fantastic kid.
I'm with Chris. I want him over Gunner.
Okay, fair enough. I found it surprising that he didn't play at all during this last preseason game, so that's why I think that he might be on the outs. I don't know what it is. Yeah,
he might.
But Devin Singletary, if Scadaboo is healthy, and Turbo has looked fantastic, Singletary looked like he was running mud. Like he just looked slow, and there's no real cap savings yet. Next year's the cap savings.
Oh, he's gone.
I just think I just don't know what he adds to the room right now. And I know it's a young room, but I'd rather keep a Turbo, Scadaboo, Tracy room than have Singletary in there just kind of mucking it up, And I know he might give you the pass blocking that these other guys won't give you, but I just feel like it's wasted reps on him. That's just
I think what you just said is exactly why he's going to make the team, though. Because we all know rookie running backs really struggle with blocking. We experienced that with Berkeley, right? He wasn't a very good blocker when he first started in the league. So that's probably going to be something that Scadaboo struggles with. I don't think Turbo Miller is particularly a very good blocker. So that in itself is probably the reason why he will likely make this team, because he's a guy that he could be a backup off the bench that you could rely as a blocker. But
do we think 3 running backs max, or would they keep 4 Turbo do specials?
I want them to keep 4. I really do, because I want Turbo to make this roster.
Yeah, he's electric, dude. Every beat writer, everybody who watches these practices, like this dude just runs downhill. He's just gone as soon as you could tell the spring that young running backs have versus a Singletary that can offer other things. And Singletary is still going to get some carries. Until Scadaboo is totally ready for maybe some goal line work and some bigger responsibilities, they still trust Singletary probably more in those situations. We got to catch up on supers here.
Hold on, hold on.
Holy shit, a super chat.
And we hit it because this is huge for us right here. Let's get it.
So Spiro told us about it. Spiro, go ahead and talk about this for a second.
Let's go. This guy, he was sitting on the plane with me on the way back from Disney. I was at my wit's end after a long Disney trip. The kids are in the back, they're screaming. But this guy, an absolute mensch. He was just chilling me the whole time. We get out the plane. He's like, "Hey, love your work. Love what you guys do. Love your work. Keep up the great content." And that shit kind of means the world to me. So, Brian, we appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for the 50 spot, man. Washington donation coming our way. He sat next to me on the flight.
So awesome.
Appreciate you, Brian. You're the man. Thank you, my man.
Listen, guys, we are the small little engine that could, but with support like this, man, it makes us feel like $1 million. So thank you. No matter if it's $5, $2, $1, we just appreciate the support, guys. So Brian, thank you so much, because I heard Speed say that story as soon as he came back, and it was amazing to hear that. So in Florida, who would have thought, So thank you so much, man, for the donation. We do appreciate you, brother. Hopefully we catch you on the next show as well, man. So what else we got there, guys?
Oh, Brian's welcome anytime now. You kidding?
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Spiro, you're up again, pal.
Tuto. Salute and respects to NYR Kings and NYG Media Podcast. Hefe, Vibes, Speed, Tana, Adrianna. Greetings from our entire rugby club in Italy. And we say forget about it.
Forget about it. Hey, let's go.
Thank you, Tuto, so much. And now Mr. Bartlett, the king himself. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
That's the bar.
Now you're seeing why we're going to Washington.
The revivalists of the year reigning
I think this is the Bartlett chart. This is all Bartlett.
Yeah.
Bartlett.
He's got to be revivalist.
We got to break it out.
Of the year.
Yeah,
He has
revivalist of the year.
He has his own hashtag. You can see he uses it every time he can.
This guy donates to himself when he's on. Bartlett,
Absolute
listen. We definitely got to get Bartlett on before. I think we're gonna do a special show with Bartlett on there. I think we're gonna have some fun. We just got to figure out the day, Bartlett. But we'll email you, brother. We got your information. So at this point, you fucking get out numbers. At this point,
I mean, whatever.
at this point, your family now, man. Holy shoot.
Hell yeah.
Exactly right. But now we might be able to afford a hotel in Washington
as
well.
Look at us.
Listen, we got
we made it.
Who would have thought?
Somewhere. All right.
Who would have thought?
All right. We're still going. Last one here. Neil should be on the left side. Do you mean guard or tackle? Patterson should have realized.
He would mean guard.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are not loving our last year's signing in Runyon. They want him benched. I don't know what you guys' thoughts are on this. I kind of didn't think he was that bad last year. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know what you guys think.
I agree. I didn't think he was that bad, but also who's taking over for him? Like, I'm not putting Neil in at left guard over Runyon. Maybe next year, but not now.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I agree.
I get the theory of why, because I thought the same thing, that why Evan Neal would probably be better on the left side because he was better on the left side at the collegiate level, and you play next to Andrew Thomas, right, as opposed to Jermaine Illuminor, which is going to boost your confidence for a guy that's trying to learn a new position. So I get the theory behind it. But, yeah, I mean, I think at this point, John Runyon's clearly a much more advanced guard than Evan Neal. So I don't think you bench John Runyon or ask him to move to the right guard to make room for a guy that's been a failed draft pick at number 7 overall who's trying to learn a new position. So I get the theory, and I do think he'd probably be better off on the left side. But at the same time, you don't move a guy that you paid as much money as the Giants did, who's at least a respectable guard, for a guy that you don't even know if he could play the position at a starting level.
Agreed.
Well, and I think Neal played both during camp too. He got some snaps at left guard. So maybe we'll see him at left guard during the Pats game, since I don't think we're going to see any starters. So maybe they'll rotate him like they did Bo.
I wouldn't hate that. I wouldn't hate it. Let's let Neal marinate, right? Like, he's still relearning a position that he hasn't played in, 5+ years. So let's let Brasillo work his magic. Let's not force him into the role. Like we said about, Dart, let's let him cook. Let him be depth, and he can probably bounce around to a couple spots. So I like where we're at. And shout out to, real quick, shout out to Josh Izudu, who had a fantastic game against the Jets. Maybe putting him at his natural position was what we should have done in the first place. I don't know. Just a thought. Just a fucking thought.
Things that make me go, But guys, man, we kept them for way too long. These guys are amazing. Guys, really quick, plug your new show. It's absolutely amazing. If you can, man, who wants to go? Because you guys are partners in crime here. Y'all flip the coin here. Come on, do all the plugs.
I don't have a coin, but we do a joint channel. Come and check it out. Giants Collective. We're live Wednesdays and Fridays twice a week. We'll be doing 2 shows every week throughout the season. We're kind of sandwiched in between the game this week. So you got Wednesday, Thursday's the game. Friday, we recap it. So, we're having a great time. Channel's growing. I think we're over – I haven't looked at the sub numbers. Bad Dog says it before every show. I think we're at like 52 or 5,300, he said last show. So we're growing, and we're having a lot of fun, talking about the team that we love. So check it out.
7 p.m. every Wednesday and Friday on YouTube.
Awesome. That's fine.
Awesome.
These guys are rock stars. We're nobody.
Yes.
All right. These guys are the rock stars. Okay. Go subscribe to their channel right now. Guys, thank you so much. Adrianna.
Between our 2 shows, we'll get you covered. We'll get you through most weeks there. Your Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday.
That's a fact. That face like Eli. I told you to stop saying you're nobody. You're
stop
right.
Stop downplaying us. God damn.
Yeah, you guys are doing it. You got enough money to go to Washington.
Just a humble guy.
I'm taking notes.
Right. But guys, thank you so much, man. Adrianna, Chris, man. We'll see you guys in the middle of the season. I hope, man. Thank you so much, brothers.
We'll see you in Washington, Adrianna. Let's go.
Yes, we will.
Hell yeah.
Love you guys.
Together. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
We get 2 tequila shots. We're gonna need it.
In.
Damn it.
Thank you guys.
Don't twist his arm. Love you guys.
Yeah, right?
Thanks for coming.
Love you guys, man. We'll talk to you. Peace. Man, wow. Really quick, guys. I just want to say shout out to the 540 people who are currently watching. We do appreciate all the support. Don't forget, please hit that thumbs up. If you're on X, man, head over to YouTube, man. It's where the party's at. It's where you get to be Revivalist of the Month. And Bartlett's the reigning Revivalist of the year. So, guys, you got a big shoes to fill right there to try to dethrone the Bartletts here, all right? They might have a statue here. We got to have to get something made. But honestly speaking, man, shout out to everybody. But really quick, guys, man, I want to play a quick game, and I think this is pretty freaking hilarious, man. Hef, I heard you had something in mind, and then we'll get the hell out of here.
Well, yeah, I think we need to answer the internet's questions, and who better than us, being unqualified as we are. So I think I'm going to get that comment out of the way. All right, so it's the Google game, okay? We're going to ask Google a question, see what other people are actually asking about the topic, and then I'm going to have you guys answer the questions quickly because we can run through these. And see what's what. Sound good?
Yeah, well,
let's do this.
I got it. Think I got it. I'm gonna botch this.
Hell yeah.
I think you got it. All right, let's see. We're gonna see what populates. Are the New York Giants good? Are they good? Who wants to take that one?
Are they good?
I'll speak ahead because I don't know the rules.
Okay, I'll take good. Yes, we are good. We are back again. And I feel like we are going to make some noise this year. We are good. Our defense is very good. And we're just waiting to get unlocked, baby. Let's go. We're good.
All right, Eli, I got one for you here. All right, let's do it. Is Jackson Dart black?
That guy is.
This is a trick question.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
He
is definitely a quarter or a millimeter black. You see the swag in that guy?
He's less white than me, that's for sure.
I'm just letting you know that swag, man. The hair, the glasses, the walk, the talk, the smile. Everything says I'm a millimeter quarter black in me. Mm-hmm. Somebody on my great granny was black. And that's Jackson Dart right there. So yeah, he's black to me. All right. Shout out to Jackson Dart.
Facts, bro.
Where else can you get this entertainment? Appreciate you, Chris.
Yeah.
Let's see. Spiro, is Jackson Dart a mobile quarterback?
Yes, he is. And if he didn't get tripped up by a shoelace on one of his first drives, he was scoring a touchdown. Probably, what was it, a 40-yard touchdown at that point?
40 yards to go.
Yeah. He had so much green space, dude.
He
knew it, too. He was slamming on the floor. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's like,
you saw him quoted at the end. He said, I would have been out this bitch or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. He is black. You're absolutely
right.
He's
black.
Yes.
He's black.
He is mobile, and we're going to see. So he's a different kind of mobile than Daniel Jones was too. Like he's not straight line speed. Like he will make some people miss in the open field. He's a tough runner. He will to the point where like we're gonna have to tell him to get down a couple times. And he also can slide. He can slide. I've seen it. He's a very smooth slider. We're gonna like his mobility. Watch.
Guys, I just want to say this, man. Like the Dave Chappelle racial draft, the black delegation would like to take Jackson Dart, number one overall pick.
Yes.
The black delegation would like to take Jackson Dart.
All right, let's see if we got anything here. Eli, is Brian Daboll a good head coach?
Absolutely, man. I mean, listen, the one thing people forget, man, that he was coach of the year. That is no fluke. The guy that can take a team to the playoffs and have a quarterback in Daniel Jones, no disrespect there, Daniel, but it's the truth. To make him look at least competent with 15 touchdowns, and they beat the Vikings as well and then moved on and then got annihilated by Philly, but still. Coach of the year, guys. That thing just doesn't turn off. Like I do understand what he did last year, and it didn't help out. It didn't really work out for the Giants there. But you can see this year that the team is coached very well, especially with Russell Wilson here. The team looks better. It looks cleaner. The less penalties. Remember, we've seen penalties left and right here with this team. We don't see him as much here. So Brian Daboll, even the defense is looking good. He's still a damn good head coach in this league. I believe in Brian Daboll. I think he's still great. I think he has a chance to be another coach of the year if possible. If this team has this difficult schedule and they really rip off 9-10 games and they somehow sneak into the playoffs, Daboll might be coach of the year. Now again, I'm that optimistic of this team. I think he can do it, man. I really do.
Well, I like that because it's similar to how he won it last time. It's not that the Giants won the Super Bowl and but it's what he was up against with that roster, with the quarterback he had, and he got them to rally to win a playoff game. So it's like when you look at the schedule, all the Giants are up against, should he find success this year, it means more than, an already stacked team getting back to the playoffs, right? Like Philly.
Agreed.
This one's risky. This will be the last one. Let's see. Is New York Revival good?
We don't even get all the options, right? Like we just get 3 lines. Are they good?
Is New York Revival 1857?
Yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah,
we are
interesting.
Yes, and we are good. All right, we got a couple supers.
Yes.
Here.
Yes.
Holy shit, a super chat.
Pandemonium back. Let's go. Do you guys think that Dart success is due Daboll's coaching or due to Daboll's coaching or Mike's play calling? That's a good question. I think it's a little bit of both. I think that's why this is going to work, and I think that's why we hated that they went away from this, right? Because now Daboll could focus on being a head coach and doing the general overlooking shit, and he could help develop Dart, and he could push him in certain ways. But the brains, I think, behind the operation and being able to concoct the right plays and pass designs, that's my Kafka, and that's what's helping. That's going to help Dart in the long term, I think, Joe.
I like that answer. I think Daboll pushes him, and yes. They have a good relationship. And I've already heard some behind the scenes, actually on this show, right, from Biz, Giant Insider, telling us he would push Daniel, and Daniel didn't like it. He didn't respond well to getting pushed. But with Jackson Dart, he'll scream at him. And he's like, and Dart loves it. He's like, "Yep, got it." And Dart will give him shit right back. And like they have the right relationship to push each other and to get better. But Kafka, I do like now having an offensive coordinator focused on playing calls so that when the offense is on the bench, he can start scheming up how to start the next drive, right? When you're a head coach, there's a million things going on. You might have to make decisions constantly. You're not able to sit back and breathe and think about what plays should be called next. Let Kafka be the brains behind the play calling. You introduce plays in the first and second quarter that will pay off in the third and fourth quarter. That's what the best coordinators do. And when he can focus on calling plays, that's the kind of thing that opens up.
Oh yeah.
Totally agree. And it's a sprinkle of both, man. Like you said, that Daboll is the in-your-face type of coach. Kind of gives you that Parcells and Phil Simms. You know what I mean? Kind of give you how they yelled at each other, go back and forth. Guys, when we went to training camp the first day, I don't know if you guys was looking, but we both said, look at him stare down Jackson Dart as he's doing the drill. So he could walk right over to him and be like, no, or yeah, that was good. You know what I mean? Like, They have such a good relationship. It's a lot of push, a lot of give, a lot of ideas going back and forth. And Kafka is just, like you said, Hef, it's that guy sprinkle on the top. He's going to think of that next scheme to help that team out, to help that quarterback out. You know what I mean? So I think it's a perfect marriage for everyone at this point. So I think a little bit of both are doing their thing, man. So shout out to those guys for sure.
Good question. Let's see. We got one more from the Big E.
Big
in 04, Eli finished the season playing, and in 05 they went 11-5, made the playoffs. I could see Dart finish the season playing, and in 26 Giants are back in. I need Shane to hit a home run in the draft. Hell yeah! And I think Spiro made one of the best points before when we were talking about how long Russ will go before Jackson Dart comes in. And the truth is that Daboll doesn't have the luxury of letting this season go down the tubes and letting Russ play the whole time, because Russ is on a 1-year deal. He's gone. So Daboll's job in a big way is tied to Jackson Dart. This is the New York media. We're not going to let Russell Wilson go 2-8 and just keep rolling him out. We're going to say, let's get a spark. Let's see what the rookie's got. Like, it doesn't go past 10 games if it's not going well. No way. And I think a good time to reevaluate might be after 5 to 7 games. Something like that, where if you're close and you need a spark, it could change everything, right? Everybody in the locker room changes their mode. They start playing different. They start feeling different when it's a new quarterback and a different kind of leader, a different voice in the huddle. So I don't think they're going to let Russ drive this thing into the ground. He's a rental quarterback. He's a good vet, and let him do it and see how long he can ride. The longer, the better.
I think the Giants are in a perfect situation right now. I like you are pressing. You're pressing a Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame level quarterback to play his best. This might be his last starting chance, right? And if he doesn't play his best, who's waiting in the wings? None other than the franchise quarterback that we want to see, right? So I think we're in a great position. I think Dable wants to start Dart, but he respects Russ, and we brought him in here to start. So he's going to let him, do his thing. And I think Russ right now is doing exactly what is needed for his team. He's keeping us in check. He's doing all the right things. Like on the 80-yard moonball pass, Illuminor was celebrating a little bit, right? Even though the play stopped at the 1. And, reports were that Russ was like, hey, get to the line. Let's go. We're still going. We're going to run. The clock's going to run out. Get to the line. And that's the kind of shit that I think Daniel Jones was so caught up and worried about himself. He wasn't thinking about that. He wasn't thinking about everybody else. Whereas Russ is seen, heard, done it all. He has them all locked in. And I think you need that for this first month. And you need that especially on the road. So I'm excited about Russ too, on top of all this.
Listen, man, the veteran, this is why you signed him.
Yes.
Right? This is why you signed him, to teach Jackson Dart as well how to be that consummate professional, that pro, to come in and be that leader, to get everybody to the line of scrimmage. Like we've seen Jackson Dart, like especially on the one play where Jackson Dart audibles one of the running backs. I forget his name, but he taps his thigh, and the guy goes all the way to the right, and he's like, yo, get your ass back here to the side of me. And that wound up being a positive play over it from Jackson Dart as well. So that's what Russell Wilson will bring. That's the standard. Get the guys there. We're on the field. Get lined up, ready to go. You know what I mean? So that's what I love about this team right now. Something Daniel Jones unfortunately didn't do. Like you said, he was busy too caught up in the moment. Deer in the headlight situation for the past 6 years. My God, I just don't know.
Always. Let's just be grateful. Let's just be grateful.
Be grateful.
Okay. It's so funny because let's talk about Daniel Jones real quick. I hear like Colts fans, and I see them doing the exact same thing that we did, and we went through. And I was like, man, I feel your pain. Like if you don't love Daniel Jones, it's a you problem, and you don't really love the Colts, and it's like all this back and
like
forth.
you have no idea what you've just signed up for.
Ballard should be fired. There's this and that, and there's just all this turmoil and toxicity. I'm like, man, we're over here just being happy for once. Like we're happy again. Like I don't know how long it's gonna last, but we're happy right now.
Don't you guys feel relieved that ain't us?
So relieved, bro. It's like breaking up with the toxic girl and then seeing her walk with the new guy she's with, and he's got the same look you used to have on, of like, oh, fuck, like this bitch is crazy. I don't know, how am I gonna get out of this?
Yep. Let's get to another super hit, Hef.
Let's go. There's no way we go 0-2. Russ is in QB dreamland. We still have the fastest wide receiver tight end squad in the league, and Turbo is on deck.
Ooh,
this is some dream scenarios here.
I like that. I like where he's.
I do like our big athletic tight ends. I will say that. I do like them, and I really like Turbo, but he's buried in this depth chart right now. So it would unfortunately take some injuries for him to get significant time. Scadaboo is already banged up and apparently looked a little rusty today. They threw him right back in. There was no easing him back in.
He's a beast. This guy's a beast.
Yep, that's why I've and I get it why they want to keep Singletary this year if he's your pass protection guy. But Scadaboo with his build, like you teach him what he needs to know. That guy can stand up people. Like he's an absolute meatball.
Here's the problem. I don't know if we're gonna be able to keep Turbo on the practice squad. Like he's shown a little too much, and like if he plays this
way
next
too
game,
much.
Like
Dallas will pick him up.
They're gonna pick
right.
Dallas is nothing there.
Somebody like I don't know, but either way, listen. The good thing about this whole preseason is we did this all without AT. We did it all without Neighbors. Slayton barely played. Like it's a cause for excitement because like we've seen the offense move the ball. I know it's vanilla. I get it, but like when you add a top 5 level wide receiver to this mix in games, it's gonna be It's going to be beautiful, guys. It's
Do
going
you
to
have any concern with Neighbors' injuries going on, or do you think they're just being ultra careful with him?
I think they're being ultra conservative, but the toe thing has been lingering. The toe thing has been lingering for a while now, and that's starting to be in the back of my head because I don't want to think about this offense without him. I really don't. So I hope this is just being ultra conservative.
Ultra. But guys, let me say this because I seen a chat in here really quick. But Will, that was the point. That was the point. The Jets won last season only, and out of 500 and something people at the time that was in here, you're the only one that said that because no one cares about the goddamn Jets. No one cares. That was the point.
Momo's out there. You guys see Momo out there? He's now like, because the Jets thing happened, he's turned against himself.
Did he come back home?
He's against himself. He's like being a positive Giant fan now because of this whole Jet thing that happened. They tricked him into being positive.
That is brilliant. We could thank Abdul Carter for bringing Momo back home because he stirred up this whole Jets feud, and we're back. We got Momo back. Well, you could be as pessimistic as you want. Once you start supporting your enemies or your rivalries, like when people started like going to town on Philly's roster and how they and everything good they did, I'm like, you have lost the fucking script.
Yeah, come on, shut up.
It's the fucking Eagles. Fuck them today and every day. Like, what are you doing? But Momo, are you back?
Hold on. And not only that too, if he's back, then we're gonna have to drop the fan of the year stuff here. We'll leave him alone because he's back. He's out the basement. That means he's out the basement and he's finally upstairs in his room.
You become positive, and we drop the fan of the year shit. We'll be done with it. Okay.
So I'm back. Oh shit! Whoa, hold on.
Let's go.
Let's go, Momo. He's out the basement. Holy shit!
Yo, speaking of vote for Momo, he posted a video of the Victor Cruz touchdown against the 99-yarder against the Jets, and I happened to like use his video and post it as something, and of course it goes off, but I hashtagged vote for Momo. And it went off like 1,600 likes or something. Man, a lot of people saw that, Momo. I hope they took action.
Now, guys, if you don't know who Momo is, you definitely been living under a rock here. You got to get on Giants. For those who doesn't have a Giants X account, please make one because the community is awesome on there. Better than anything. Better than, what is it, IG and all that. Yeah. Better than all that.
Pure action.
Hold on. Real quick, I want to play a game with you guys before we leave. Real quick. Panic meter. Okay, let's do panic meter real quick.
Yeah.
We'll do one to five on your panic meter. Neighbors, 1 to 5.
5 being like shit
like
myself.
The most panicked. The most panicked.
0.
Okay, you're no panic at all for you.
No.
Like panic, like, I would say 2.
Okay. Worry.
Because he hasn't really like he had a delayed start to camp. I know this is supposed to be quick, but the toe, it's like you had all off season. Why is the toe still a fucking thing? If that's been a thing since college and last year, what happened in the whole off season? Get a new toe. Get surgery. I don't care. Take care of it. Why are you missing camp for something that happened last year?
That's the same sentiment I had. All right, Andrew Thomas.
0.
Okay.
1.
You know what? Let me say that. My panic meter.
Nothing ruffles.
Is it 3?
Okay. Yes. There's got to be a little bit of panic.
And the reason why is it 3 because again, this guy is always starting, then ending, starting and ending. Like he's getting older. You know what I mean? So again,
but yes.
He's getting older.
He's 26.
Yeah, 26.
Dude, I keep reading it. I was like, what? Did someone lose his document somewhere? He looks like he's 40.
That's what I like. This is what I'm talking about.
Motherfucker, you look 40.
Like, this is what I'm talking about. This guy's been getting hurt like he's 50. Like he's icy hot every goddamn game. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, dude, I don't know.
Look at him.
Get acclimated.
Yeah,
look at him.
Open. Right?
Come on, be a boss, dude.
Like I'm just hoping this is the year he's healthy, guys. So panic if he's out, the offensive line is going to be probably in shambles again. I'm hoping not.
I don't know about shambles.
I'm hoping
not shambles.
It's maybe serviceable, but they're more elite, obviously, with him in there.
Yes,
right? So
agreed.
He needs to be in there this entire season for the offense to do well, especially if you guys want to see Jackson Dart and we lose all these games that some people are predicting, right? Yeah. We need the best guy out there to protect our future franchise quarterback at this point. Mm-hmm. So I need him to play all year. I need to see what this team has. So I'm panicked. It's about a 3 because again, he has not been solid pretty much throughout his entire career here with the Giants. So that's a 3 for me.
That's a solid number. That's where I'm at. Tay Banks.
5.
What's your panic meter?
10, man. Fuck it, 20
through the roof. Okay,
20.
Okay, yeah.
This guy's a liability. Like at this, I'm like, how though? That's the crazy part. He's like a liability. I just don't get it. Like, what happened with Tay Banks? You know what I think it is, guys. And I'm sorry, and I'll let y'all rock. I apologize.
No.
I think he has the what's my guy's name that we had on? Connor Hughes. Connor Hughes said it. The woe is me guy. Jalen Hyatt was. Oh, woe is me. It's all me. He's all mental. This is exactly what Banks is going through. I think. Hey, you need to get better. Why? I was locked down corner a year ago. No, you suck. We'll do it again. But why? It's me. Go pick on someone else. Like, that's exactly what it is. And right now, you got flat up his ass to take his spot at this point, right? So I'm just saying, like, Banks is like a 25. Like,
you're through. You're through. It keeps getting higher and higher as we go.
Yeah, bro, it's like a 30.
Yeah.
It's like a 55.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At this point, but maybe I'm wrong here.
So you have no faith. Okay. What about you, Jeff? Are you still that?
You're not wrong. This was a first-round pick that we technically moved up for, right? We moved up a spot to get him, and he should not be competing with what was flat.
Third.
Exactly.
Third. Not terrible, but
but he should not be competing to see who's the better CB2 when he was the guy that should be the CB1. You know, this is bad because physically he's still quick. He's late on his feet. He gets there. It's mental. Yeah, he's missing. He doesn't turn his fucking head around.
Turn your goddamn head around, man.
What is the point of working that hard to
stay
with the guy if you're not going to turn around and get the payoff?
They're working on it. I tell you that much.
The throw is good. The guy's still going to catch it. These receivers are insane athletes. You got to do more than just chase them. You got to do more than chase them.
Yeah, he's just a little bit turn around. Like that's the song somebody should play to Tay Banks.
Oh my god,
nice! I like that.
That's a sketch.
We might have to clip that up and
Yeah,
I like your heads on it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jeff E. I like this combination going. I like it. I like where you're going.
Let's go.
All right, another one here, real quick. Run defense, panic meter.
5.
And
the reason why they're consistent, the next minute they're not. Like we've seen in the preseason, like you'll see, what's my guy 0. You see my guy
Burns.
0.
Yeah,
Burns. Just keep Burns.
Yep.
They all doing their thing. They're stopping the run. The next minute, these guys ripping off 15 yards, 10 yards, 8 yards, and I'm like, this can't be. You got to shut down the run and put the ball in the quarterback's hand to figure it out and let the defensive backs do their thing. That's why you signed them for, to go out there and ball hunt. And if they can't stop the run, then it can't be a one-dimensional team. So 5 for me. It's still an issue, I think, to this day.
Jeff?
Yeah, it's 4. It's up there because you even saw the Jets find it a little bit in that game. They started they found a wound and they kept going after it, and that's when they were stacking first downs. Yeah. And that's what other offensive coordinators are going to do. They're not going to run right at Dexter, who can't play 100% of the snaps anyway. They're going to find your weakness and try to exploit it. And then the edge rushers, who we love, are going to be exhausted. They're not going to be able to attack at the end of the game. They're going to be burnt. And so it's a huge part of how this season will go.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 3.5 I'm going to say 3.5 because Dex is a huge part of this. He hasn't played all preseason. I want to see how these guys work off each other with Dex in there, and Golston in there, and I like Alexander working his way in. I still think we need another body somewhere, some kind of run stuffer. Like it'd be a linebacker, or I don't know where. I don't know what. I don't know how to fix this.
Yeah,
but fix it, alright? Just fix it, Shane. Come on.
This is why they hired Shane Bowen to come in here and stop the run, and it's just not happening.
It's not
just not happening, unfortunately. So they
got last one. Oh well, panic meter on offensive line. Are you?
You want to know something crazy? You guys are gonna think I'm nuts.
No,
but I say 2. I say a 2, man. I don't think it's that high. They've been pretty playing well. They've been pretty solid for the most part. They've been pass protection pretty well, and of course the quarterback's getting the ball out a whole lot quicker. But you're starting to see protection back there. You see in a pocket, then you see the run, and the run is okay. You know what I mean? You got to get better, but it's looking pretty solid.
Yeah.
Especially in pass pro. So 2, maybe. We'll see what happens when the starters come in and they really face schemes, the defensive schemes. They're picking up stunts, guys. Holy shit.
They're communicating.
They're picking up stunts. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just got a little hard there. Whoa, I was turned on there. They're picking up stunts. Holy shit.
We missed that. I know.
I'm just saying that. Two
Give Carmen a raise, bro. Give my man Carmen Marcillo a raise.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. This is all without, again, our best player in AT. Like they are looking competent. It's why I almost don't feel so panicked about AT being out, right? Like,
okay.
But Bo is looking really good. There's a case to be made that he should be on the starting line. Especially if AT goes down. Bo's making some noise there, man. And he's throwing people into the fucking dirt. Like he's throwing them in the dirt. He's being physical. He's fast. He's athletic. It's fun to watch this guy. And Jermaine Illuminor, I don't know how they let this guy walk out of the building next year because he's a free agent. This guy's been a rock. Wherever you put him, he's a rock.
He's a pro. He's a pro.
Yeah, he's a freaking pro. He's like, McKenzie-ish, right? Kareem McKenzie came in here and he solidified the line. That's the kind of same vibes I get at Jermaine Illuminor. I'm not panicking. I'm with E. I'm like at a 2, and that's crazy to think about this offensive line.
Yeah. And listen, guys, I want to say one thing and highlight this. We're successful at screens.
I saw so many nice screens.
Yes. Oh, my God. The block in the front. We're actually getting like 12
We have quarterbacks
yards
that can throw it, too.
Yeah, and like we're getting 12 yards out of those screens instead of for a dead play in the backfield. Like the offensive line, man, going down the field and blocking. And no ineligible receiver downfield. None of those.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
Remember those?
Every time.
Yes.
I'm just saying 2. It might even be a 1 now, Speed. Think about that. Might even be a 1.
I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, it's a 1. Marcus Bo is a big part of that. Just the attitude that he brings. And it's something that you see in this entire draft class. There's a little bit of attitude and a little bit of swag in each of them individually at different positions, but they share some quality there. So I hope Shane keeps this up because I like the quality that they're bringing in.
I'm with it.
But that's the kind of thing that can flip a roster. You start hitting on late round picks, it's over. Then you don't have to pay. You don't have to pay people to do it. You got them under contract for cheap. That's how good teams stay good.
It's supposed to be. Yep.
I'm with
Absolutely
it.
Right. Guys. Wow. 616.
I mean, I could keep going, but we have to go to sleep at some point, I assume, right?
I need to stand up at some point.
Yeah, right? Like, guys, I'm breaking a sweat here.
Can I just say one last question?
Yeah.
And this is an easy one. Not an easy one. It's a little bit of thinking, but it's a real simple question. If you had to bring one player in, and it could be at any position, what position would that be? Because, there's 3 more players that are going to be added to this team by the time the regular season starts. Shane always does it. He trades for people. He signs people. What position is your most important in your mind? E, go first.
Another D tackle. Because the reason why, right? Darius Alexander hasn't. I don't want to say has it because again,
he's still early.
It's still early. I think he's going to be solid. Just give him some time. But I still think we need somewhere, like you said, to stop the run earlier. Like that's a big concern. So we need some to clog up that hole a little bit better because Nunez Rochos. I can't even say
he's supposed to be a run stopper, and he's
not.
Away,
he's not. So I just think someone else needs to come in there to actually be that run stopper and complement Dexter Lawrence at this point. So for me, and if it's a position, it'll definitely be D tackle at this point.
Okay, Jeff.
It's the same position. I would love to reunite Dexter Lawrence and Leonard Williams.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, you're saying Leonard Williams? I thought you were going to go Christian Wilkins because I thought you were thinking Clemson days.
Isn't he the little wacky one with some
he's
weird?
Wacky. He's a little saucy.
Some weird. Yeah, that's not the vibe we got right.
A little saucy.
I don't see that.
A little saucy.
Listen, we're having prayer groups and shit. I don't want him.
He might be a little too saucy for the group.
Not on my team.
This is a Christian locker room, okay?
I'm good. I'm good on that.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
No.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody.
So you're a D tackle too. I'm gonna say personally, I'm thinking wide receiver, guys. Like I don't know if Neighbors goes down. Are you cool with Slayton, Wandale Robinson, and Hyatt room?
Yeah.
That's a weak room, man. That's very weak. And I know you're not going to be able to get this. I think the wide receiver 2 is going to come next year in a draft high somewhere, or free agency, whatever they do. But you need somebody, dude. You need like Amari Cooper. You need like, or I don't know, like some reliable vet in there that can hold the fort down. God forbid if Neighbors goes down, because we are fucked.
Dude,
we're so fucked if he's down.
Can we admit that Wan'Dale Robinson was not the pick there at all?
Yeah, no, I mean, I like Wan'Dale, but he is not. Listen, I'll give him this season, but it's looking not great.
They were already talking about, eligible for extension. No, thank you, dude.
No,
thank you.
No.
Nope. And they brought him in to be the Tyreek Hill. It's not even, he doesn't have a lick, not even a morsel, not even a speck of Tyreek Hill in there, what they were going to use him for.
Yep.
And the Giants, listen, I wouldn't be shocked if they first round pick would be a wide receiver. I wouldn't be shocked.
It's a huge hole.
Wouldn't be shocked.
So
it's huge.
I mean, I think there's going to be 3 players: defensive tackle, linebacker, even cornerback, wide receiver. Those are the spots. Those 4 positions. 3 of those 4 would love to just tighten it up a little bit. Just tighten it up, with those ads.
Tighten it up.
That's a great one. Tighten up.
I get it. Yeah.
We're not sleeping on him, but we know who he is.
Right.
Yeah,
are you cool with him being a wide receiver 1 if Neighbors goes down?
No.
That's the question.
And the thing is, and it's funny you say that. Yeah, and it's funny you say that, Speed. Like he's wide receiver 2 to me, and I'm not trying to poo-poo on him, but he's like wide receiver 2 by default. If you put him on the Eagles, if you put him on a different team, he's your 4th or 5th guy.
He would be a very good wide receiver 3. I'm with you on that.
A very good wide receiver 3.
He's easily the worst wide receiver 2 in this division.
Yeah. Right.
When you look at Debo, Pickens, Devontae Smith, come on.
Yeah, let's be honest. You know what I mean? So again, Darius Slayton is by default wide receiver 2. But if you put him on different rosters throughout the league, he's not sniffing 3rd or 4th.
Listen to this room. Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, Jalen Hyatt, Little Jordan Humphrey, Smith Marset, Montreal Washington. The fact that Montreal Washington and Bo Collins are being talked about as guys to making that roster, it means we have a problem there. There's a problem. And again, I think some of these guys are decent, but you have a lot of wide receiver 3s and 4s and 5s. In there, and maybe not even 6s. I don't even know.
So one legit 1, and the rest is 3.
Yeah, I mean, we love Darius.
We just paid him too. He's not going anywhere.
Gabe Davis is another name. So Brian, thank you. Gabe Davis or Amari Cooper. Again, these are not going to be great. They're not going to be great wide receiver 2s, but they're pros at least that can help if Neighbors goes down.
That's scary, bro. I don't.
It's scary.
Knock on wood, please. I don't like.
Oh, please, Neighbors, be healthy. Please stay healthy.
Just be healthy.
Stay strong.
I can't see that. Like,
stay strong.
It reminds me of Dominic Hickson coming in for Plaxico Burress. Like, it just reminds me.
It just
doesn't. Some stuff like it just doesn't. No, and no disrespect to Dominic Hickson. It's just. He wasn't Plex. But yes, shout out to the 632 people in the building. Oh shoot, hold on. He had to get okay. I see you, Pandemonium. Let's get him in here. Come on, let's get him in here.
We got a Slayton fan here. We have a Slayton fan.
No.
And we're a pro Slayton podcast. Yeah. That dude wore our shirt.
He wore our
on the damn field. We love Darius. Love Darius.
Hate Darius at all.
Hold on. I didn't read the end of the sentence.
Okay.
He's gonna outshine Neighbors this year.
You're not serious. Now you're not serious.
Talk about pandemonium.
It's gotta be Darius Slayton's account. This is his burner. This is his burner account. Slayton, you're not fooling us. You're not fooling us, Slayton.
Pandemonium, I'll bet you all your super chats back that he does not outshine.
Can we do a bet right now?
I think. Listen, I think. Yeah. Let's do it. I think that Neighbors. Sorry, go ahead. E, go.
I'm sorry, Speed. You're gonna finish that. If Neighbors get outshined by Darius Slayton, guys, we have to go and spend $200 on like something charity.
Yeah.
Or maybe give it to Pandemonium. I don't know.
Pandemonium.
$200.
Let's talk.
Right now, let's put the bet in that Darius Slayton But Pandemonium,
2 year
you're gonna take this bet.
Charity.
You gotta put your money where your mouth is too. We need $200 over here too. So we're talking
oh,
about yardage. We're talking about touchdowns. What are we talking about here? So
Just
let's make a bet. I got a $200 bet.
For the record, Darius Slayton has never eclipsed 800 yards, and
partly Daniel Jones' fault, I think. But
Neighbors did it in one season in the league.
Yeah. that's true. Shit.
He had 8 touchdowns as a rookie. Then he never got more than 4. I mean, beast is a strong word. Outshine Neighbors is downright crazy.
Yeah, I love you, Pandemonium. But I just don't.
We appreciate you, but it's a bit crazy.
Pandemonium, aka Darius Slayton.
Yeah, and let's say this. I think we are in for the best version of Darius Slayton that we've seen. I don't know what that is. I think he can creep up to 1,000 yards. I think you can see that, especially Moonball. Like Darius Slayton's a down the field guy. And we haven't been able to utilize that. So I do think we will see the best version of him. But Neighbors is a top 3, borderline top 3 wide receiver from a talent perspective. That guy is different. He is him. He's unguardable. Nobody ever said that about Slayton.
No. Speed. You were like, wait, I didn't finish reading the end of this.
Honestly, I missed it too. Thank you so much for the super.
No,
I want to be grateful.
Respect that shit. We love you.
Yeah, we respect that, man. Pandemonium, thank you so much, man. We're just teasing with you, man, and that was great.
I hope you're right.
I hope you're right. That's a good problem to have.
Something, right?
Yeah, that's a good problem to have. You know what I mean? I hope you're right, man. I'll be more than happy to take that and do something there. But guys,
and I do think, Thursday is the last preseason game. And to Robbie, I don't think there's going to be a ton of starters. There's rumors are that not a ton of starters are going to play, nor should they. God forbid somebody went down. That's the last thing we need.
They're not playing.
Ton of guys on the bubble. Like we didn't even get to the bubble talk. There's a lot of guys that are fighting for positions. That's good for us. They're gonna be they're gonna be playing a lion's share of the snaps, and we won't be seeing starters.
How much Jackson Dart? You think he gets a ton of reps? Because
I don't think he gets a ton of reps. No,
he'll play a half. I think he'll play a half.
Oh, you think so? I don't even think he'll play a half.
I mean, if you're about to sit him for 2 months without game action, why not?
I say quarter out of him. You get Jameis for the other 2, and then let Tommy get the 4th, and then call it a night. That's what I'm thinking.
I agree with that, Speed.
But some shit's gonna get settled. I don't know who's gonna win the CB2 position. I don't know who's gonna win the right guard spot.
Tight end
wide receivers, tight end room. Tight end's going to be probably the most fun for sure.
They have a lot of decisions to make, and you see a guy on the Bengals last night, Tinsley. I want to say something like that. Yes. Like he made his whole career last night. That dude, there's no way that guy won't have a job after what he did last night on back-to-back offensive plays. Like completely professional catches, phenomenal catches, athleticism, getting your feet down, like. Complete pro plays, and that's a team that already has the best duo in the game.
Now listen, guys, when this comes up, we stop what we're doing.
Yes,
and we pay this guy all the attention that we can give him because you already know who he is, man.
Speaking about pros, Bartlett with another one.
Bartlett.
Just to end the show, boom, drop that elbow. Neighbors is a top 3 wide receiver. I'm with you. With you. He did 1,200 yards last year and how many TDs with Daniel Jones, Drew Lock, and Tommy DeVito while injured and missing games. Like that, comprehend that. It's 1,500 yards easy. You should see 1,500 yards easy with 10 plus TDs. That puts you into the echelon
with any quarterback. Right, yes. Any of those 3 quarterbacks are gonna feed him, and he's gonna eat on all those.
You heard Hughes on our last show. He said, "I've never seen a wide receiver look as unstoppable as Neighbors."
He's open all the time. We saw that last year all the time. The dude is open constantly.
Yeah, and listen, this is a guy. He said he's seen Odell Beckham. He saw what he can do. He said Neighbors is up there. I'm not even trying to make it out. You see, I'm not even trying to get blow smoke up anybody. He said Neighbors is the real deal. So yeah,
Speaking of Odell, would you want him back now?
Yo,
I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't hate the idea, Speed.
I wouldn't hate it, dude.
I know I was like, let these young pups do it, and I was kind of like, no, at the
But now I'm okay with the young pups not.
Yeah, I just don't see it, Speed.
don't see it,
Vet
bro.
minimum, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
You want to do a workout? Sure. And thank you, Bartlett, by the way.
We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
You want to do a workout and league minimum at most? Okay.
Yo, he actually got some offers out. Like, he got some teams really interested in him. So I don't know if he's going to come back at all.
He wants the Giants.
And another name was
minimum,
potentially Sterling Shepard coming back, but I don't think he's coming back now because Tampa Bay just lost somebody, and they're going to stick with him. But old Shep is looking pretty good over there in Tampa, bro.
I actually haven't heard his name at all this camp. They've been guessing up that rookie.
I know. Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Imbuka or something.
Yeah. He's done. I can't wait for our fantasy talk.
I know.
Fantasy talk with Joe. If you guys, what is it, next Tuesday? Is he coming next Tuesday?
I think it's next Tuesday. Yeah.
We're having fantasy players out there. I know somebody asked us a question earlier. Come back next week for a little bit because our guy is a star in the fantasy game. Joe Rico, no fantasy expert. He is the bomb. He's going to come join us, and he's going to give you all the fantasy knowledge you need to win your league, win some money. Come join us next week, bro.
Joe Orico. Now he's going to be like, dude, somebody was like, yeah, it's Orico. And I'm like, oh, sorry. But he let me call him Orico. All right, that's my guy, Joe Orico.
It sounds cooler when you say it.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's jump. We got to jump.
Guys, we've been at this show for a minute, but the numbers keep going up and up. Shout out to the 652 people in the building. Shout out to our special guests, man, Adrianna, Chris, the Entertainah talking sports. They were on about way at the beginning, guys. They were on and giving their talk on the Giants as well. And we just want to thank you guys, man, for all the donations you have given us to get us to Washington, D.C. We will be there week 1 to watch the Giants play Washington. We're going to do a lot of content over there too, man. We're going to have a great time. So, guys, if you can, those tickets are like, whoa, Magic Johnson, if you own that team, god dang, brother, we see you. Like, them tickets is got to get your money back. I get it. I get it. Your investment, return on investment. We get it. ROI. But, golly, them tickets is crazy. So, more donations. Trust me, we appreciate you guys. Every donation.
It's everything.
It's
everything.
It's everything.
You guys help us out each time when that happens. So thank you so much. We'll be more than happy
5
to
drafts
take more.
We got you, bro. We got you.
Man. Definitely. Also, man. Bartlett.
Let's go Mets.
Gotta do something special.
Go Mets. That's what's up.
But guys, on behalf of let's go Mets, right? No. On behalf of
maybe I'll call you. Maybe I'll call
you. You should. You know what, Speed? Listen, the Mets are great, man. Yeah,
no, they're not great. We both suck. All right, let's let Jeff go. Jeff's panic.
You guys.
Yes.
No. You guys wrap. Love you, boys. Peace.
Love you. All right.
Jeff,
my brother,
let him go.
Yeah, my brother, Mr. Wait, what do you have to go for?
Kids are up.
Oh shit.
Kids are up. Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
The
you missed the text. You missed the text.
I did. Oh shit. The missus.
No, I don't know if the missus is gone or not, but hey, listen, let's lock it down. Let's ease it out.
Man.
I know what that's like.
Of course, bro. Of course. You
know what that's like.
Of course. My kids is old now. I'm an old man. And of course, my brother, man, you guys know what he is. And that's Mr. Glass half full of nets.
Speed the genius.
Let's go, baby. Fun episode tonight.
This was great, man. I had a freaking great time, man.
I could
really keep it going for another.
Yeah,
I could do another 4-hour show. And of course, man, shout out to you. Yes, you the revivalist. Thank you so much, man. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Do appreciate all the support. Don't forget to head over to iTunes, Spotify. We're on there as well. And guys, man, it's your boy Eli Rax, aka Vibes. See you guys on the next one. Peace and blessings.
New York Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Live with the Woodlog Roar!
Let's go.